Good morning. RT put out an interesting article this morning, and as I was reading through it, I had a few of those moments like, well, this doesn't even make sense. And we know that the different nations have been fighting different types, different levels of warfare than what, say they did in World War I, World War II. There's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of disinformation, there's a lot of nonsense that goes back and forth, a lot of claims, accusations, and I found this one to be rather interesting. We might want to keep an eye on this, because it don't even smell right on the surface, but let's go ahead and go over to it. U.S. charges 5 Russians with illegally purchasing electronics. I told them they should have left that Dell on the shelf. Let's read the article, see what it is that they were involved in. 5 Russian nationals have been charged in the U.S. for unlawfully buying electronic equipment, including some of which could be used for military purposes, as well as money laundering and attempting to defraud Washington, the country's Justice Department announced on Tuesday. It added that the two U.S. nationals had also been charged in the case. Okay. All right. I'll buy that for a moment. I wonder if they might be a little bit more specific because, you could buy a calculator that was used to calculate what angle you need to place the mortar at in order to hit this particular building. And I guess you could say that buying a calculator was purchasing electronic equipment that could be used for military purposes. So we can stretch that as far and wide as we want. And they typically do. According to a statement published on the department's website, the defendants are believed to have conspired to obtain military-grade and dual-use technologies from American companies for Russia's defense sector and to smuggle sniper rifle ammunition, all in violation of U.S. sanctions imposed on Moscow earlier this year over its ongoing military campaign in Ukraine. So, they're trying to smuggle sniper rifle ammunition because why? I'm completely lost on that, but let's continue because we're real close to the meat here. The Justice Department further notes that some of the, I love this, highly sensitive and heavily regulated electronic components allegedly acquired by the defendants, oh, this is great, could be used in the, quote-unquote, development of nuclear and hypersonic weapons, quantum computing, and other military applications. Huh. You do realize we're not the leaders of any of that? I hope. I hate to break anybody's rose-colored glasses, but China is way ahead of us when it comes to the quantum computing. Sorry, facts are facts. And how in the hell are we giving Russia hypersonic technology when we don't have the ability to launch a hypersonic weapon? But Russia does? I'm really at a loss here because I can't understand how we could be giving them something that we don't have but they do. I'm a little confused with that. Goes on to say in its statement, the Justice Department suggests one of the defendants works for Russia's Federal Security Service, while the others are affiliated with Cernya Engineering and Sertel LLC, 2 Moscow-based companies that the U.S. claims operate under the direction of Russian intelligence services to procure advanced electronics for Russia's military-industrial complex. Ah, right. Russia's really, they're following us like a playbook, which is why they have more advanced weaponry than we do. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, even on the surface, this doesn't make any sense. Something's up here. Maybe something big, maybe something small. I have no idea. But I know as I read the article and I ran across those things, I had a pretty good tap on my shoulder that was telling me I needed to do a report on this. I'm not going to debate it. I'm just going to do what the man says. Anyway, I don't know. You can make sense of it. Maybe weapon-splain it to me, please. Shalom.